Hello and welcome to the 50th edition of Spotlight on Newcastle County, which features all things Newcastle County, Delaware. I'm your host, Melody Kitchen. You never know who we're going to talk to or where we're going to visit. We were recently on location at the Wilmington and Western Railroad at Greenbank Station to speak with Ed Lipka and Mike Chosick about their traditional Veterans Day ceremony, scheduled for November 14th this year. Let's go to that segment now. Hello, today we're here with Ed Lipka and Mike Chosick. We're here at the Wilmington Western Railroad to discuss their upcoming Veterans Day event. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Thank you for being here with us.
Now, I wanted to begin by specifying for our audience at home when the event will take place, on what day and at what time.
This year's event will take place on Saturday, November the 14th. The ceremony begins at 11:30. That will be followed by two trains that day, one at 12:30, the other one at 2:30.
Okay, and obviously this event is taking place to honor veterans. Is everyone welcome to attend?
Oh, certainly. Everybody's welcome to attend. In fact, we encourage everybody to attend.
And I wanted to make mention of, I know that one of the things that you do for the veterans is offer a discounted rate. Is that correct?
Veterans will ride half price that day.
Okay. And would you recommend people make reservations just in case it does get very busy?
That would be suggested, yes.
Okay. Now, one of the other things that I wanted to ask was, can you tell us a little bit about the history of the event?
Well, it's funny because Mike and I were talking about that this morning, and we tried to figure out when it all came together. It was roughly in the year of 2007 when steam engine number 58 was restored and put back into service, and it was dubbed with the name Veterans Locomotive because it served in about 5 conflicts, many different wars and conflicts. Okay. And that was when 98, our other steam engine, went out of service, and we needed an active steam engine. Sure. And from that point on, Mike and I and the rest of our committee decided this was a good opportunity to pay honor to the veterans. Now, we specifically started out, we're honoring the veterans who were associated with railroading, and then we just expanded it to include all veterans.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about what will actually take place during the event?
Well, we have several dignitaries to speak, and we also have a lot of support from the Delaware Military Academy. We have them here as the color guard. We'll have their chorus, and we'll also have a contingent of cadets standing in formation.
That sounds really nice. Now, you said some dignitaries will be present. I know that my boss, County Executive Tom Gordon, will be there, and he's spoken in the past during these events. He's
been here every year. He's been invited, and he's always been part of our ceremony every year.
Oh, wow.
County Councilman Tim Sheldon will be here. Brian and Linda Woodcock will be here. State Representative Mike Ramone will be here, and also Ellesmere Mayor Steve Berg will be here.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot of nice people coming. Now, how do each of you play a part in this event?
That's a good question.
What don't we do? I mean, we have a lot of experience. Mike and I have known each other for well over 20-some years, and we met through the Friends of Brandywine Springs, but Mike has been an integral part of everything we do here at the railroad. He has a lot of contacts. I have a lot of resources, and when we put all our resources together and present them to our committee, we're able to make events like this happen and show honor and dignity, for example, to our veterans, and that's something that's very important to us.
Well, Ed will MC it for the day, and I'm the official photographer. So if you watch me during the day, I'll be all over the place, shooting from all kinds of angles so I can get some good shots for our lantern, our newsletter.
Okay. And will the inside be open? So the inside will be open so people can come in and take tours and see some of the history of the railroad.
As well as the museum, the visitor center, yes.
We do have 2 groups of reenactors that will be setting up their displays here along the rails, so that they are reenactors, and so they bring in their jeeps and half tracks and all kinds of things,
and be dressed in full uniform.
Really
so it's really a neat event.
Yeah. Well, is there anything that you'd like to add before we wrap up today?
This is just one of the ways that our committee focuses on trying to cater to different groups and different interests out there in the community, and the Wilmington Western Railroad prides itself on getting involved and attracting different levels. We're talking about scheduling a day next year for all the local service personnel, our firefighters, our police, and our EMTs, etc. So we're working on that, and we're going to add that to our entourage next year.
Absolutely. You know, it's sort of a hidden gem. I don't think, you know, as many people know that it is the oldest railroad in Delaware.
And next year we will be observing our 50th anniversary as a tourist railroad, and there's a whole slate of events that have been put together by a 50th anniversary committee that will be rolled out beginning in March of next year when we actually start our operating season and run clear through till the end of the year. Now this year we have coming up after Veterans Day is Mike and I are also working on our holiday lights trains. Mike, you want to comment a little bit on that?
Well, we've had a tremendous amount of support from all of the houses that are along the line. Last year we had 25 homes that decorate the backs of their homes that are along the tracks. And we have a great time. We have trains running, a doodlebug running every hour on the hour, and it's covered with lights. One of the fellows, Steve Jensen, down at the our maintenance man, our maintenance officer, this would be better. He covers the doodlebug with lights, and then so you ride down and up and down the line for that hour and see all the backs of everybody's home.
Well, it sounds really neat. It's certainly not something that you can do every day, that you would get to do every day.
One of the unfortunate things, which is fortunate for us, is you had better get reservations because it is absolutely packed.
We have to unfortunately turn away many people every year.
Well, then I'm glad you mentioned it now so people know for the future.
And make sure you go on our website, wwrr.com, and you can buy tickets there.
Thank you so much for having me here today, gentlemen, and I wish you the best of luck at your event.
Thank you very much for being with us, and we invite all the people to come out and with us salute our veterans.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Well, that wraps up today's show, which I'm happy to say again is the 50th episode of Spotlight on Newcastle County. I want to thank County Executive Tom Gordon for his vision of NCC TV, which has come a long way in the last few years. And I want to thank you, the audience, for watching. For County Executive Tom Gordon, Executive Producer Jim McDonald, Director Tony Prado, and NCC TV crew members Josue Ortega, Steve Berg, Lisa Lancaster, and George Casson, this is Melody Kitchen. Thank you for watching. Take care.